Hi, I'm Matt, and in this video I'm going to give you a really quick overview of iOS 16 and how it performs on my iPhone 12. So generally I'm a little bit underwhelmed by the new features that come with iOS 16. The only real change is the lock screen and other minor tweaks such as being able to edit text after sending them, and I feel like they should have just come ages ago. So with that being said, iOS 16 has made my iPhone 12 feel a lot better actually. I genuinely found iOS 15 to be consistently quite buggy just navigating the operating system, and I'll explain a little bit more as I go through the video. So I'll start off with the main feature of iOS 16, which is the new wallpapers. This is a small quality of life upgrade that allows you to change the font of the time and add widgets to the wallpaper. I personally didn't add any widgets as there's just nothing that I thought would add value to my life. However, one thing that is useful is if you're ordering something from Deliveroo or getting an Uber, the status of your order will appear at the bottom of the lock screen, saving you from having to go into the app for an update. This is genuinely quite a cool feature and is something that I will use and does excite me for iOS 16. Also, another thing that I quite like with the lock screen is that you can put the clock behind the subject on your lock screen, and this is something that I do use. I think it makes it look a little bit cleaner. So as you go into the phone, this is probably one of my favorite things to come from iOS 16, and it's the refresh of the app search tool. Genuinely, this used to frustrate me so much as it just never worked for me. Often I would type the app that I would want to find and nothing would come up, or the keyboard just wouldn't load, and this bug lasted the whole way through iOS 15 for my phone, and now it is completely solved. I can easily search for an app without having to scroll through all the apps in my phone, so this is definitely a big win from me. Apple have also improved the camera app slightly, so this is just a mild improvement from iOS 15, but you can copy and paste text from the camera app or photos, which works really well and is surprisingly useful. Another thing that I found to be really cool is that you can copy and paste the subject of a photo and send it in iMessage or add it to a notes document, etc. Even if the photo isn't taken on an iPhone, you're still able to copy and paste the subject. This works better than I was expecting, and it has a bizarrely satisfying animation to it as well. There are some minor updates to Safari, so you can now pin tabs to the top and also search for tabs, which is really useful. Also, I find that Safari is just a little bit more responsive and quicker now, which again is an improvement that I'm happy with. Next are some iMessage improvements. These iMessage improvements are really minor and really could have just been included at any time, but you can now edit a text after sending it or even unsend a message. This is nice to have, but most messenger apps have included this feature for a really long time, so it would have been nice to have quite a while ago if I'm being honest. For me, the biggest benefit of iOS 16 is that it's just more stable. I'm not sure if I was alone in finding iOS 15 a little bit buggy and a little bit frustrating at times, but all of these issues seem to have gone away and everything seems to run a little bit faster and a little bit smoother on iOS 16, which I'm very happy about. iOS 16 isn't particularly revolutionary, but it does improve the speed and performance of my iPhone 12, which is good news, and it does add some nice to have features. Although it probably won't change how I use my phone in the future, it is a nice to have improvement, but it does kind of feel like Apple is running out of ideas with new features to add to their iPhones. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Cheers, bye bye.